Well, good afternoon and happy Wednesday, my denture-wearing friends. It's Kyle, and I'm here to bring you another edition of my denture vlog. So what are we going to be talking about today? Well, today I thought it would be interesting to discuss the differences between the immediate, transitional, or temporary dentures that you had placed in your mouth immediately after you had your teeth extracted, and the permanent dentures that you will eventually find yourself in after your mouth has done the vast majority of its healing. So that's the topic we are going to dig into today. We are going to be looking at the differences in the way impressions are taken for immediate, transitional, or temporary dentures, and how the actual fabricated prosthesis may or may not work out for you. And then we're going to look at the same set of data when it comes to your permanent dentures. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. I'm about to get right into this video. Okay, welcome back. So let's first start by discussing our temporary, immediate, or the other buzzword for it is a transitional denture. That denture will be the first pair of dentures that you wear. Now, what I am specifically referring to would be the process a denture wearer goes through when they have their teeth extracted and then they have that set of immediate dentures placed in their mouth. Being immediate dentures means that they were fabricated while you still had teeth in your mouth. Therefore, when they took the impressions, the molds of the inside of your mouth, you had those natural teeth still populating your gum line. So how do they get around that? You need to have some teeth after they extract your natural ones so that you don't leave the dentist's office sans teeth. So they need to do quite a bit of guesswork to make those immediate, transitional, temporary dentures work for you. So how do they do that? They take the impressions, which very likely your gum line at the time the impressions were taken was sick. So it was inflamed with, yeah, I'll say it, pus, blood, yuckiness. So apart from having the teeth in when the mold of your mouth is being taken, when those impressions, those important impressions, are being done, your gum line is bigger than it should be. So when they go into the lab to make those dentures, right off the bat, they're going to be too big for your mouth. Maybe even the very moment you put them in for the first time, as mine were. Apart from the fact that the gum line is bigger than it should be, they needed to saw down the impressions that were taken of those natural teeth that were still in your mouth so that they can then do their job of putting the dentures together by laying those teeth into the palate. So that's the process that we go through when we have our immediate, transitional, or temporary dentures fabricated, made, and then placed in our mouth after we've had our extractions. So what I'm going to do right now for y'all is I'm going to put a short clip of what my temporary, intermediate, or transitional dentures look like. And then we'll be back to talk about the permanent denture process and the differences that you can expect between that first pair of dentures that you're given, that you purchase, that you buy, and then that permanent set of dentures that you'll get 6, 9, 12, 18 months down the road after you've begun your denture journey. So take a look at what my temporary dentures look like. Then I'll be back to discuss the permanent denture process. There are those temporary dentures full of denture fit to make them fit. The teeth huge, as well as the gum lines. Okay, now that we've keyed in and explored what your temporary denture situation will look like, or what it does currently look like, or what it did look like for you, now let's get into the cool stuff. Let's get into the permanent denture process. How are the dentures that you are going to have as your best friend for hopefully at least the next 5 years, how does your dentist go about ensuring that they fit properly, that they are more effective than were your temporary dentures, and that you have the greatest functionality when it comes to eating and speaking that's available? Not only that, you want the best look for yourself, right? So we're going to be looking at things like teeth shape, teeth shade, things of that nature. So let's get right into it. The greatest difference between your permanent denture experience and your temporary denture experience are the amount of impressions that will be taken of your mouth. When I went through the permanent denture fitting experience, having my impressions taken, I had a series of impressions done, starting as far out as 1 month. And then as I got closer to the date that I was going to receive my permanent dentures, we got down into things like micro impressions of my palate, micro impressions of my gum line, ensuring that these dentures are going to fit perfectly well for the state that my mouth is in when I receive them. So much different than when I received those immediate dentures, had them slapped in my mouth, and thought that life was over due to the fact that these dentures don't fit. I don't know how to make them fit. And apart from that, I've never used them. So trying to learn how to use a set of dentures that wasn't fabricated properly. I won't even say properly, because they do the best that they can with the data that they can get from the impressions they take from your mouth when it's in that condition. But that's tough. That's that learning curve I talk about in a lot of my videos. It's short, but it's very steep, so it's hard to overcome. So having said that, with your permanent dentures, your dentist should be making sure that they are going to fit incredibly well, that they are custom fit, like a glove for your mouth, and that you have thought about the size and shape of the teeth, as well as the color. Now, I've gotten into videos where I talk about how white is too white, so I'm not going to get on my soapbox here today. Just know that these permanent dentures, they're going to be with you for about the next 5 years. So do your due diligence, do your homework, do your research, do everything in your power to ensure that you have the knowledge necessary to convey the required information to your dentist so that your permanent dentures are going to be everything that you hope for when you started down this denture road. Because for a lot of us, when we get those temporary, immediate, or transitional dentures popped in our mouth, the day that we have our extractions done, we get home, we're bummed. We're bummed because they don't fit. It wasn't what we thought. Well, it's going to be much better with your permanent dentures because the time was spent. The data was accurate. You were well informed. You communicated your druthers to your dentist. you came to a conclusion together about the desired outcome, and you enacted and embarked upon a plan to make that happen. So what are some of the benefits that you can expect from these permanent dentures that you have? Well, for some of y'all, there'll be more teeth, okay? There's going to be the 28 teeth. You're going to have your 14 on the top and 14 on the bottom. Sometimes with your immediate dentures, they don't give you all those teeth. Second thing, they're sharp. The articulation should definitely be better, meaning that your bite should align. And with the new sharpness of those teeth and the great oculation that you and your dentist were able to achieve through your due diligence, eating, speaking, smiling, maintaining the dentures in your mouth, the ability to decide you don't want to wear glue. Those are all things that you're going to be able to do with your new permanent dentures. Because really, at the end of the day, when we started this denture process, we all had in our brains what we'd look like with those permanent dentures. Truth of the matter, though, you got to wait 6, even better to wait 9, even better to wait 12 months to have those permanent dentures fabricated. So when you finally have them made, there's going to be very little that you're going to need to do because your mouth is already healed. It's not in that that time of super shrinkage. Things have settled down in there. So now's the time to really get to know, use, and appreciate that prosthesis that you wear called dentures. All right, so there you have it about the permanent dentures. As always, I will be back in a flash to wrap up this video. So please don't go anywhere. Almost forgot. And before I forget, I'm going to put in a little short video of what my permanent dentures look like out of my mouth. Obviously, these are them. You can see them in my mouth, but I'm going to put that little video so you can compare and contrast to the one that I showed you earlier of my temporary dentures. All right, be right back. And the permanents, not so much denture fit filling those guys up. Teeth, much sharper. Gum lines, actually fit. Pretty rad. So there you have it, my denture wearing friends. My denture vlog for this Wednesday. So what did we learn today? Well, we learned that your transitional intermediate dentures may or may not be the greatest thing for you. I mean, you're going to need them. You're going to need them for the functionality, for the ability to speak properly and eat, but they're probably not going to fit great just for the fact that the way the impressions and the mouth molds are taken is not very conducive to making an excellent fitting pair of dentures. So you are going to have to do some work on preparing those things and making them right for you. Whether by using glue, denture fit, or a myriad of other products out there that can do that for you. We've also learned that the permanent denture experience can rock, but a lot of that depends on you and the amount of knowledge you have regarding your mouth, the denture process, and the type of relationship that you have with your dentist. That's going to be very important in ensuring that you have a wonderful fit. And at the end of the day, a product that you can be proud to wear, your dentist can be proud to have made, and the world will have no idea that you are, at that point, a denture wearer. Not only will they look better and fit better, you're going to speak better. You're going to be able to eat better due to the quality of the prosthesis that you will then be wearing. So as always, I'd like to take this second to tell you thank you for taking time out of your busy day for watching my video. I do appreciate each and every one of you. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. If you like my videos, subscribe. And if you do subscribe, please share my videos so that other people out there who may need to hear this information are able to. So thank you. Have a great day. Take care. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.